Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Gobin. I'm here, I'm going to show you how to work on an assignment in Google Slides on an iPad. Because what we've noticed is that the Google Classroom looks a little different if you're using an iPad rather than a computer or a Chromebook. So I'm just going to quickly show you how you can go ahead and work on Google Slide and then submit it. So if you can see here, we're in the stream. And this is just where all the information's at. So sometimes the assignments are in stream, but the best way is to go to classwork and you'll see all the assignments here. So right now we're going to work on this first grade math. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to click on the bottom. I can see here sometimes there's directions at the top. I can add a comment, but down at the bottom is where you see your work. I'm going to go ahead and click on your work. Here is where it's going to pull up a slide on where your teachers want you to work on and show your answers. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and it already has your name on it. I'm just Connor right now, and it's going to pull up. And as you can see, I can see the slides, but I can't really do anything with them. I just can see them. So when I double click, it doesn't do anything. This link here to watch the video, it did work if I double tapped it. So I can go ahead and watch that. I can click on the top left hand where it says classroom and go back. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. So if I needed to, I could watch that video, but now it goes to the questions and it says click in the middle of the coin, but I can't click on anything. So what you have to do is at the very top, there is this little a square with a little arrow. You're gonna go ahead and click on that because that is gonna bring you into Google Slides within your classroom. So now I'm able to see the slide. I can still go back and click on this video. I can double tap on it. And now I see, okay, here's my question. I need to click in the middle of the coin on the left and drag it over. Well, I still can't really see it, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it smaller. So by doing that, I'm gonna pinch the screen a little bit, and I can click on which one I need, and I'm gonna bring it over. Okay, now if I wanna make a copy of any of these coins, I'm gonna just wanna tap one time. So if I tap it one time, I can then see that this bar comes up and I can do copy, and then I'm gonna tap over here on the blue one more time and I'm gonna put paste. I can then click in the middle and drag it over. So I can go ahead and tap one time, copy, and then tap again, paste. I then can click in the middle and drag it over. So I can do this however many times I need to make 100 cents. When I'm ready to go to the next one, I can click on the bottom slide on the bottom and it's gonna bring me to the next slide. So I'm gonna represent 110 cents this time. Same thing, I can click one time on the coin. I'm going to copy and then I'm going to click in the blue one time and paste. Click in the middle and drag it over. When I get to, now I'm going to go to the next slide. I can keep going, the same thing. And then here if I have to type my answer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to double tap on the text box and I can go ahead and erase and then use the pad to answer. What am I going to buy? I'm going to buy a pencil. And then at the top, you can see when I was there, there's a check mark at the top left. You can click this saves it. Also, when you click on the next slide, it saves it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my classroom. So I'm going to click the top arrow, and this is in my slides. So it's saved in my Google Slides. I'm going to go back to the classroom. So at the very top left-hand corner, I clicked on that classroom. Now I see that my answers didn't really show on there. So what I need to do to save it is I'm going to click on the X. The top left-hand corner, I'm going to click on that X. So now once I clicked on that X, it went ahead and it saved it. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to click on mine, and you can see now my answers are all here and it's saved. So you have to make sure you close out of it for it to save the work you did. It's all going to be in there. You just have to make sure you click that X. So if you see that again on the very top left-hand corner where you see Connor Gobin, that X is where I have to click. Now, if I did all my work and I'm ready to submit it, I now can click on this green button, turn in. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in. And it says it will be submitted. I'm going to go ahead and click turn in. So now it was turned in. So now I can scroll down, go back, and now it's grayed out because I turned it in. Here's the food chain. So some of you first graders are working on the food chain. So you can go ahead and click on food chain. Once again, you're going to click on your work. I'm going to see again, my name should be up there. And I'm going to click on your work. So again, this first screen, I'm not able to do anything. I have to go up to this square with the arrow. So I'm going to click on the square with the arrow. And now it's going to let me edit my slides. So here, what they're wanting you to do is pick out the answer. So they're giving you a choice, so I can either click on whatever my answer is and drag it up to show this one. If I want to, I could highlight my answer, whichever way you want to show your answer on here. Once again, I'm doing the type your answer in the box. So I'm going to double tap in the text box to be able to answer the question. La 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 la. Don't really put that, kids. And then here, same thing again. I'm going to click on my answer and I'm going to move it on up. And then I'm going to, so whichever is your answer. When I'm finished, I have that check mark at the top left-hand corner. I'm going to click the check mark. I'm going to go back to my classroom. So at the very, very top, I'm going to click classroom. Once again, and to save all, you can see my work didn't save. So I need to go ahead and make sure I click on the X. And now my work should have saved. So I'm going to go back just to show you my work. See my crazy answer for number 2. It's all saved in there. So once you have your answers, you're saved, click the X. And now I can go ahead and turn in. So once I turn in, I'll have my work in there so my teacher can see my answers and let me know how I did. I hope this helped you. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.